The door locked itself the moment she smiled, and that was when I realized compliments could be weapons. The sound wasn't loud, just a soft, final click, but it echoed through my chest like a gunshot. The lights in the room dimmed, shifting from sterile white to a warm, intimate amber. The air changed, heavy with a faint metallic scent I hadn't noticed before. And across from me, standing perfectly still, the alien woman tilted her head and studied my reflection in the glass wall behind me. I should have been afraid sooner, but fear has a way of arriving late. The room was part of Echelon Station, humanity's first diplomatic outpost beyond Earth orbit. A ring of alloy and ambition suspended over the dark curve of the planet. I was never supposed to be here. I was a linguist, not a soldier, pulled from obscurity because I had survived first contact when everyone else panicked. Her name, at least the one we'd given her, was Salith. She looked almost human. Too human. Tall, graceful, skin like polished obsidian, threaded with faint silver veins that pulsed when she breathed. Her dress shimmered, folding light the way water folds reflections. I hadn't planned to say anything. The words had just slipped out. "You look beautiful in that dress." For a heartbeat, she only stared at me. Then she smiled and locked the door. I took a step back, palms raised, every protocol screaming in my head. "Salith, why did you do that?" Her smile didn't fade. It sharpened. "Because now," she said softly, "you are no longer lying to yourself." That should have terrified me more than it did. But something in her voice, ancient and tired, pulled me in instead. And that was only the beginning. I met Salith 3 weeks earlier, when her ship appeared without warning above the Pacific. No weapons, no message, just a geometry-defying structure that bent sensor readings and made grown generals whisper prayers they didn't believe in anymore. When she walked into the negotiation chamber, half the room froze. The other half couldn't look away. She wasn't an invader. She was an observer, a collector of civilizations. She told us. Her people, the Valori, didn't conquer worlds. They studied them at the moment of decision, when a species stood on the edge of becoming something more, or destroying itself. Earth, apparently, was fascinating. They assigned me as her primary liaison because I noticed something others missed. Salith asked questions no conqueror would ask. About art, about grief, about why humans told stories where the heroes died and called them hopeful. Every time I answered, her eyes lingered on me a second too long. And every time, I felt like I was being weighed. But I never imagined she'd lock us in a room together. "Open the door," I said, forcing calm into my voice. "This violates every—" "You told me I was beautiful," she interrupted gently. "Humans do not waste such words without desire. Or truth." I was being polite. She stepped closer. The floor hummed beneath her bare feet. "Politeness is a lie you tell yourselves to survive one another." I swallowed. "Then what is beauty to you?" Her silver-veined skin pulsed brighter. "A signal. A weakness. A key." None of us were prepared for the truth. She raised her hand, and the glass wall behind me dissolved into darkness, revealing a vast chamber beyond, filled with suspended holograms of worlds. Some green and thriving. Others cracked, burning, dead. "This is my purpose," she said. "I choose." "Choose what? Who survives the next step?" My heart pounded. "You said your people don't interfere." "We don't," she replied. "We observe until observation is no longer enough." I should have called security. I should have screamed. Instead, I asked the question that changed everything. "Why me?" Her eyes met mine, and for the first time, something like hesitation crossed her face. "Because you see me," she said. "Not as a god, not as a threat, but as a woman standing alone at the edge of eternity." The room grew colder. She gestured, and one of the holograms expanded. Earth, overlaid with data streams. Climate collapse, orbital weapons, neural warfare experiments buried deep beneath classified labels. Humanity was closer to self-erasure than anyone wanted to admit. "You are accelerating toward a choice," Salith said. "Ascension or silence. And you decide which one we get?" Her smile faded. "No, you do." That was the moment, the midpoint where the story should have gone one way. Instead, it shattered. She reached out and pressed 2 fingers against my temple. The room vanished. I was standing on Earth, but not the Earth I knew. Cities of light rose into the clouds. Humans and Valori walked side by side, minds linked by shimmering threads of energy. No war. No hunger. No lies. Then it changed. The same world burned. Humans enslaved by technology they couldn't control. Valori ships fleeing the chaos they had helped create. These are your futures, Salatha's voice echoed. Both real. Both possible. I staggered as the vision released me. You're asking me to gamble my entire species. I am asking you to choose honesty, she said. You called me beautiful because you felt connection. Because part of you wants what we offer. And the cost? I whispered. Her silence was answer enough. Some humans will not survive integration, she said finally. Your minds are volatile. Anger surged through me. So that's it? We become something else or we die. No, she said softly. You decide who you are willing to lose. That was the emotional low point. The pit in my chest where hope suffocates. I thought of my sister back on Earth. Of billions of lives reduced to acceptable margins of error. The door remained locked. You trapped me, I said. She shook her head. I protected you. If the council knew what I was offering, they would take the choice from you. You're betraying your own people. Her eyes dimmed. I already have. What I saw next changed everything. She lowered herself to the floor, the powerful alien envoy suddenly small, almost fragile. I was created to choose without feeling, she said. But I feel with you. And that terrifies me. I knelt across from her. Why? Because emotion is contagious, she whispered. And if I choose Earth because of you, I do myself. I understood then. This wasn't diplomacy. It was a test of love versus logic. If I refuse, I asked, then Earth continues as it is, she said. And my people mark you as a world that failed. And if I accept, her hand trembled, you become something new. Together. Silence stretched between us. I reached out, ignoring every instinct screaming danger, and took her hand. Her skin was warm. Real. You locked the door, I said quietly. Because you didn't trust yourself. She laughed softly, a sound like breaking glass in relief. Yes. I stood. Open it. She looked up, fear naked in her eyes. If I do, the choice becomes public. Violent. Political. Then don't open it, I said. End the program. Walk away. She searched my face. And condemn your world? No, I said. I'll condemn us to being human a little longer. Her eyes widened. You taught me something, I continued. Ascension without consent is just another kind of extinction. For a long moment, she didn't move. Then she rose and pressed her palm to the door. It unlocked. Alarms flared instantly. Voices shouted beyond the walls. Salith turned to me one last time. You could have been more. So could you, I said. She smiled, not the sharp one. The real one. When the Valori ship departed hours later, it left no threats. No promises. Just silence. Earth remained flawed. Dangerous. Alive. Weeks later, alone in my quarters, I found something waiting for me. A small device pulsing with silver light. A message encoded only I could read. Choice is never finished, it said. And neither are we. I looked out at the curve of Earth, fragile and burning and beautiful. And I understood. Some doors lock to trap you. Others lock, so you can decide when you're ready to open them.